Hi, Magical Life Coach Jill Lightheart. Always amazes me when it suddenly goes boom, 3, 2, 1. Good morning. I hope you're all well. Now, we've been talking about light. Okay. We started with the sun and the way the sun is seasonally directed. Now, our body recognizes that. We have within us photovoltaic receptors. And for some, light is pure information. And they've done many experiments whereby you can, just as water can be affected through, and I always thought that the reason that the moon worked was water. Oh my goodness. Just as water can be affected through the way we think, so can light. They set up some experiments and had some lights running through just like a CERN kind of situation, and they found that these lights would respond according to what the attention was, or the intention was of the person who was looking at it. Now, so where does that lead us? Light, the moon. Okay, now things really clicked in for me when I understood this piece, and boy, it wasn't wanted to get out. The moon is a giant mirror. Okay, the sun generates light, but it is the moon that reflects light. Now, when we're talking about setting up a resonance, that's when something reverberates within us. And if you look at the moon and blink, you will see that the light goes from your eyes to the moon, from your eyes to the moon. And this is a stream of information. Now, one of the first things I noticed was that the cabals, for some reason, were always causing problems before the full moon or on the full moon. And people thought, oh, it's because they're doing the magic and whatnot. But no, it was actually something bigger than that. Okay, what happens is, because that huge moon is a huge mirror, a huge reflector, all the agony that is poured out on that date. Often we hear release stuff on the full moon. All that stuff that is released goes up and gets bounced back. Bounce back sets up resonance, and there we have more misery, more fear, more loosh, more food for our contic entity. Okay, so it took me a while to work out that one of the first things we need to do is to be able, especially in bringing forth our manifestation of peace on earth, is to maintain those heart spaces, in particular from when the moon is new to when the moon becomes full. And that is why we need to celebrate really hard out and really let that joy out and gratitude out upon the full moon. That way we override, we have now overridden, because we hit that consciousness field whereby enough people were doing it at the same time that it actually raised and elevated and made it able for everyone to become awake and evolve. So this, when I'm saying that it's really important for you to place your attention and focus and just try and, at these 2 weeks, I'm not kidding, it is quite important to try and remember that your emotions are energy in motion. The law of attraction is real. Okay, it is very real. And for these 2 weeks, from the new moon to the full moon, it is really important to try and keep that energy and emotion moving forward, moving into love, rising up the vibrational challenge. I'm not saying that you don't acknowledge your bad feelings when they happen, but you acknowledge them, you thank them. There's a choice point in every moment. Choose to feel something different now. We drag all that heavy stuff and we allow it to come up and we release, which I'm particularly good at, doing the energetic exercises and getting you doing the energetic exercises to actually release all that past programming, all that the unworthiness, the shame, the guilt, things like that. We do that, and try and do it as the moonlight is diminishing, because as I said, the moon is a huge mirror. Yeah, I'm going to move on to more about this and the shadow aspects of or the way this works tomorrow. But I'm very aware that I know people are on using data, and so I just like to keep these quick. But anyway, lots of love. I hope that as we move through and we begin talking about the vibration and frequency and light and the way it works, you'll really begin to click on how humanity got to the state that it got to, which we are now moving out of, moving into peace. Yeah. Love you.